and welcome back to the review realm. It's Sienna, and today we are going to be discussing the film that has put Snow White to sleep, and that is A Working Man, which stars Jason Statham and is co-written by Sylvester Stallone. This will contain spoilers, but before we get to it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A Working Man follows Jason Statham's character, who is a former Royal Marine, and he is now turned into a working man. He's working construction for a small family-run construction company, and he is very close with the family. You can see that they have a relationship together. He also has a young daughter. We learn that his wife has sadly passed away, and he is now sharing custody with his wife's father, so the girl's grandpa, and the grandpa is very wealthy, loaded, but he believes that Jason Statham's character is a dangerous guy, that his granddaughter should not really have visitation rights with him, and things of that nature. So you see Jason, he's just fighting through day to day. He's living in his car. He just wants to see his daughter. He really is a working man. And this film really does start off with action right off the bat. They don't waste any time with it. They just go right into the action and going for it. Now, the family that he works for, the Garcias, they have a daughter who is in college named Jenny, and she goes out one night with her friends to celebrate the semester, and they go bar hopping and partying and all this fun stuff, and she ends up getting human trafficked by these Russians, and now no one knows where she is. The family knows that Jason Statham's character was a former Royal Marine. They know he can kick some butt, so they ask him to go and try and find Jenny because the cops don't really look into these cases. Well, Jason at first is a little hesitant, but he does have his own daughter and he gets it, so he decides to go and try and find Jenny because he promised that he would always have her back. So he goes out on this whole mission. It ends up leading down this whole rabbit hole of Russian gangs. He ends up killing a lot of people. It's action. It's your cookie cutter action film, but it's everything that you love in an action film, and just shows a blue collar guy who is going through his day-to-day life, but is also just beating up people, killing people. It's a great film, honestly, if you love action films. My one thing that I wish that was different about this film was I did think it was a smidge too long. Nothing crazy, but some parts I did feel like it dragged a little bit. I do love that it got straight off into the action. They didn't waste any time. They gave you the background information that you needed just right off the bat, and then got into the story, and you just see him kicking butt this whole time. There's great action, great fight scenes, everything that you would expect from a Jason Statham film, and also a Sylvester Stallone film. You really could see his input in writing the script, because it does sort of feel like, oh, almost like a Rambo and things like that. Now, I did go see this with my whole family, and we have concluded that A Working Man is like Taken, The Equalizer, and John Wick all in one movie. So we all really enjoyed this film overall. It was a great action film. We went to the movie theater. By the time we walked out, we were all like, wow, that was really good, especially after seeing Snow White the week before. It was a good palate cleanser. Now, if I had to rate this film, I'd give it like a 7.2. I enjoyed it. I love action movies. I like seeing people, you know, get beat up, all weapons. Overall, it was just a great film, and I did go see it with my father, and he was like, this appeals to people who have daughters. There's 3 girls in my family, so it definitely appeals to that. Also, if you're former military or are really close to people who were in the military, this film will definitely appeal to you. They do a really good job representing some of the struggles. Jason Statham, his character, his whole motivation is his daughter throughout this whole film, and you can really see that. They really push it through the film. You know why he's doing it. So if you have a daughter yourself or are close with some females, it will hit home especially. But overall, we loved the film A Working Man, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below if you enjoyed it or if you're going to go see it. But have a great day. Bye!